how to remove 80 hard inquiries, and I'm about to teach you how to do the same. Just make sure you follow every step in this video and you'll get the same results. That's trap. All right, y'all know who this is. It's your boy Digital. I'm about to teach you how to remove every hard inquiry from your credit report that you ever had. Y'all know I'm the king of this. Y'all know I help y'all show you how to move any inquiry, no matter if it's attached to an open account, attached to a closed account. Y'all know I know exactly what to do to get those removed. Now, in this video, this is just the updated version of the video that I once made out before, which is this video right here. I did like 110,000 views so far, but thank you to everybody that watched that video, that tapped in with me, that followed with me, that actually purchased my services or anything you ever did with me. With that, I want to say I appreciate y'all, because without y'all, this shit would not be happening. So I'm gonna put this video out for y'all and let it be a more updated version so that y'all can know exactly what to do. Because I know the CFPB had closed down for a minute and everybody was like, man, how we gonna be able to put out these disputes for these collections and all that stuff too? So I was like, you know what? Let me just do an updated version so I can tell you exactly what's going on. And there's a couple other things too I want to put into this video as well, because there's some stuff that y'all keep constantly asking me, should you do this or should you do that? Or should you do this? So I'm gonna just try to put as much as I can into this video and make this video more interesting to y'all and not make it boring. And I want y'all to be able to pay attention. But as long as you follow this or what I'm gonna put inside this video, I promise you, you're going to succeed. It is so easy to get hard inquiries removed off of there. You can actually make a lot of money removing hard inquiries of people because people don't know how to do it. So with just this video and actually knowing how to go about disputing hard inquiries from your credit report, it can make you a lot of money. But for the people that's saying, oh, I can't get this deleted or I can't get that deleted, my hard inquiry is not coming off, then that's cool. You can pay me and my team to do it. We'll do it for you. But it's easier than what you think. Hard inquiries cannot be proven. So it's super easy for you to get that removed. Don't worry about soft inquiries too much, but try not to apply for a lot of stuff. I have them check it because I believe that American Express and a couple other lenders too, they look at that type of information too as well. But just follow what I'm about to do, show y'all. Let's go on screen, tap in, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The link gonna be down below, and just tap in with me if y'all got any questions. Let's go on screen. All right, now that we on screen, one of my favorite things I use to pull my credit report is Identity IQ. I love using them because they like an all-in-one platform and they pull your Vantage 3.0 scores. So it kind of run the same way as like Credit Karma, but now you get to see all three of your credit bureaus. And on top of that too, another thing that you get to do is that you get to see everything side by side. So when you're seeing everything side by side, it allows you, and it's easy to actually read your credit report, especially if you're a beginner and you never dealt with this before. Then I'm gonna make this video super easy, like user friendly, so that y'all can be able to go through this stuff and be able to remove these hard inquiries from your credit report. But this is Identity IQ. This is one of the sites, and I'm able to get y'all to be able to pull your credit report for $7 for the first trial, for the free trial, and then you have you got to pay like $23.86. But this allow you to get the package to where you can pull all three of your credit reports. So instead of paying $31.49, you're gonna pay $23.86. I got it to where I can get it cheap down for y'all below. All you gotta do is click the link below inside the description and pull your credit report, and that way you'll be able to get it. So Identity IQ is one of my favorites. You know, they one of the biggest in the industry to be able to pull your credit. All right, like I was telling y'all, Identity IQ. Identity IQ is one of my favorite ones to use. Like I said, you could be able to pull your credit report, and it's going to actually let you be able to pull your Experian, your Equifax, and your TransUnion credit report every 30 days. So like anytime, the reason I've been using them for years, right? So the reason that I like them, and I've been having them for about, man, how long? About four or 5 years I've been using them. And I've been having a lot of people that come to me and they've been keeping them for years. So we always pay for things like Netflix, but we never have things like this to actually monitor our credit or protect us, because you creating so many accounts, you logging into your bank account, you're doing so many things, your social getting used so much that you don't know where stuff may hit you from the dark web. This actually got dark web monitoring too, to let you know if your social is getting used on the dark web or anything like that. So you just always want to protect yourself. Like we pay money to watch shows, but like, are we protecting ourselves financially to make sure that we protect ourselves from somebody getting our credit card information or using our license or our social security numbers online? So I've been keeping them for years. So they've been monitoring Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, and anytime my social get used or my license number get used, somebody trying to open a fake bank account or anything like that, I get an alert on my phone. So this stuff actually protects you. And they monitor one bureau daily. And the bureau they monitor is TransUnion. If I'm not mistaken, they monitor TransUnion. So anytime anything happens with my TransUnion, I can actually monitor it. And you're getting $25,000 in identity theft insurance. So somebody try to steal your identity, they're going to cover you up to $25,000, and you're getting all of that for $23.86 a month. You cannot beat that. Really, that's why I've been keeping them, because I like to actually, protect myself, because we paying for all this stuff. We pay for a lot of other things, but what's 23.86? And especially you getting it for $1. You know what I'm saying, for the first 7 days, and then you can actually protect yourself from here on out. So this is one of the best companies I use. There's many other companies out there. You got what is that? Free Score Now. You got so many other ones too, but this is the one I use right here to actually start going through the credit repair process and start fixing my credit, because it's user friendly too. So you ain't got to try to figure out. It's not hard to use. You're gonna get everything. You're gonna get each bureau lined up side by side, so that you could be able to read each account, each if you got a collection, how your collection's reporting. When you get down to the inquiry section, then you can read the inquiry section too, and it makes it easy. It tell you the inquiry, it tell you the date, it tell you the bureau. So everything is pretty much lined up for you. So it makes it super easy, super friendly for you to be able to use. I don't care if it's your first time on the internet, but I'm gonna show y'all step by step on exactly what you got to do. I like to go into detail with these videos to show you what to do, so you cannot mess this up. You can't mess this up when you're doing this stuff, but you can't beat it. You're getting your credit reports and your credit scores. You're getting credit monitoring. Like I told y'all, if y'all social get used or anything you use, you're getting that alert on your phone immediately. And then you got $25,000 in identity theft insurance. So, people like to steal these days. So I just say protect yourself, and always protect yourself, especially in today's age where technology is just moving fast and we putting our social everywhere. We logging into our bank account. Just make sure you protect yourself. But Identity IQ, this is a screen that you're going to come to. You're going to put your first name, last name, and your email in there. Once you put that in there, you're going to go ahead and create your actual account. But checking your credit, this will not hurt your score at all. This won't do nothing like that. If anything, it's a super soft pull on the back end, but nobody's going to see that. So this is going to actually help you to be able to monitor your credit and actually see what's on your credit report. So I recommend Identity IQ at all times, but this is the company that I use, and I'm going to show y'all inside this video on the steps it takes for you to be able to start removing these hard inquiries from your credit report. All right, once you log into Identity IQ, right, you're going to scroll all the way down till you get to this part right here that say inquiries. Once you get down there and you say inquiries right here, you're going to scroll down, and then you're going to find your inquiries, right? So once you scroll down to the part that say inquiries, once you go to view my credit report, and once you log in, you're going to scroll down right here. You're going to get to this section where it say inquiries. You're going to see the creditor name, the type of business, the date inquiry, and the credit bureau. All that matters is the credit name, the creditor name, the data inquiry is the credit bureau. I don't really care for the type of business. I'm just gonna check to see if I got an actual open account with that inquiry that's on there. And if I do, then I'm gonna go ahead and leave the open inquiries alone. But if an account doesn't pop up when I check for the dates of the inquiries, then I know that's not a inquiry that's attached to an open account. So I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right, look, I know you're enjoying this video, but I got an opportunity for you to be able to fix your credit. If you want me and my team to do it for you, all you have to do is text the word special to the number that's on screen, or click the link below that say fix my credit, and me and my team will fix your credit for you. This special is only for y'all that's on YouTube and nobody else. So make sure you tap in and get the special today. Let's trap. So let's just take this one, the court furniture rental, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select this and highlight it. Now you can select this, highlight it. So what you'll want to do, you'll want to make it like you can write them down. You can put them in Google. What's that? The sheet. You can put them in a Google sheet, and then you can put your inquiries, the date, or you can put the bureau. You can do whatever you want to do. You can write them down. It's gonna be faster for you to be able to write them down. And then I just go by the bureau. So I look for like all Experian ones. I'm looking for all Experian at first. And then I'm going to look for TransUnion. Then I'm going to do Equifax last, right? So what I do is I come and I select the date of inquiry. If you on a MacBook, you can push Command F. Command F is going to bring up the finder. If you are on a Windows computer, then you will want to push Control F. So if I push Command F right here like this, it's going to pop up like this. So now I'm going to see it say 12/18. It's going to bring up the date, 2024. And then it's going to say 0 out of 1. Now, if it say 1 out of 2 and you go down here and it's just 1 right here and then it don't highlight up there. So you want to make sure you check your dates. So I see 0 out of 1, right? So I know that there's no other inquiry date that's actually attached to an open account. So let's just say I was just to fly through these and I'll just check them like this. So I just highlight it again, push Command F, make sure your dates is highlighted. So it's 09/09/2024. Then I'm gonna look through here. I'm gonna count on 1, 2. It says 0 out of 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I know there's no account at the top. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about when you get to that section. So then you just write down the inquiry name, and then you'll write down a credit bureau that it's attached to. So I'm gonna skip down here to this 816, and I'm gonna push Command F on this one. Now you see how I say 0 through 4 here, but it's only showing 3. So you see 1, 2, 3 here. I notice it's an account up at the top. So if you're on a MacBook, you can hit this arrow. If you are on a computer, on a Windows, then you should be able to hit the same thing too. So then you hit the up arrow, or that's what you want to go. You want to go to the top one. So now I'm seeing that there's an inquiry attached to this account. So I'm not even going to touch that inquiry. I don't care if it's for Experian, Equifax, or TransUnion. I'm not touching that account. So I see this. It's a Capital One. It say, see how Capital One NA, he got the 3 dates, and then it has the four number right here, and I know it's 3 dates, so I know it's all the same. So I'm not even going to touch that one. So I'm going to leave that one alone. You don't even want to bother that one. You'll leave these 3 inquiries alone because you could potentially close out the account because they're going to think it's fraudulent. So then you'll do the same thing. You just go down the list, you select it, and then you'll highlight it, and then you just push Command F or Control F, and then you'll see if another account come up. Rewind that part to make sure y'all understood exactly what I'm saying. If y'all follow what I'm showing y'all and y'all doing exactly what I show y'all on screen, then you're going to have the most amount of success with removing any hard inquiry. But that's what you'll do. You'll want to go through this list. You'll separate them by bureau. You'll write down all Experian first, and then you'll write down all TransUnion, and then you'll write down all Equifax. And then you'll just keep the list of them, because when we do the disputes, right, when we get to the dispute part, we're not going to dispute all inquiries at one time. We're going to do inquiries by the bureau all at once, not just every inquiry. We're just going to make a whole big list and then send it over to Experian, because the one that might be on Experian might not be on Equifax. The one that might be on Equifax might not be on TransUnion. So when we do these disputes and we send these challenges out, we want to make sure that we put a whole list on one. Also, when we do the FTC identity theft report, we want to make sure we got all the inquiries that's listed into that one FTC report. So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about when we go to the FTC section right here. All right. Now we're going to go to FTC. Well, it's the FTC. We're going to create the FTC report. We're going to go to the FTC to create an identity theft report. So now when you get to the FTC, it's going to come to a website like this. It's going to look a little sketchy, but even though it look a little sketchy, you good. Don't worry about it. Trust me, this right here does wonders. This has been helping a lot of people. You're going to come to this website, and then once you get to this website, you're going to click this button right here that say get started. Once you click the button that say get started, you're going to click right here to say I want to report identity theft. You're going to click that. Now, since we only doing inquiries, you can click other type of accounts. You can click that because we're not doing credit cards. We don't kind of want to fill out no information for real. So you're going to click right there. And then you can just put to get something else. Once you click to get something else, it's going to prompt the screen to say report identity theft through the FTC. So now you can make the actual report. So you're going to get to this section right here, and then you don't have to fill none of this out for doing inquiries. So once you get to this part, we're not going to fill none of this out. We're going to skip over to the second one. You can go to the number 2. Now, when you get to number 2, you got to put your first name, your last name, then you're going to put your phone number in, right? When you put your phone number in, you're going to hit mobile. And then let me see. So I got to to get it to pop up, I'm going to just do my first name, last name, right? And then I'm going to do like that. I'm going to create a fake one so that I can show y'all how to actually do this. So then you'll do, just say if I was to do 313, right, it's going to give you a code, but you got to make sure you select mobile. Once it give you a code, you're going to select text message. Now, when you're doing this, you're going to get a text to your phone. If you're doing this for credit repair clients or anything like that, you need to open up the browser from a hotspot. Or it's easier to open up a browser from the hotspot from your phone. Because what they're going to do, you can do 3 a day just from your phone. You're going to be able to only do 3 that day. And they might flag you to where you can't do no more. But this is for people that's doing these a lot, doing these for credit repair, doing all that stuff. Make sure that you turn on your hotspot on your phone. And when you turn your hotspot on your phone, you're going to open up the browser incognito. You're not going to go inside the browser and just use your regular browser. Whatever browser you use. Right now, I'm using Google Chrome. So then I'll just open up an incognito browser. Once you open up an incognito browser, it's going to allow you to be able to send messages, constantly do these disputes and create these reports back to back to back to back to back. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You just do it back to back. So just make sure if you're doing that, that's just for people who doing credit repair or anything like that. But if you're just a regular individual that just want to move hard inquiries from your credit report, and you do this the right way. But if you get stuck and they give you a red error box, you need to do them steps. So you're gonna click don't worry about this at the top. That's when people be texting me too much. So what you would do is you will go, once you get this, you will do get my code. Once you do get my code, it's gonna pop up a box right here and it's gonna prompt you to get the code. Once you get that code, you're gonna put that code in. Next thing you will do is you will put in your email. So boom, you're gonna put in your email and it's gonna try to verify you. It's gonna say validation in progress, and then you're gonna put your email in again. I've been doing this for a while, y'all. This stuff too easy. You can help a lot of people with this. You'll just do your birth date. You're gonna actually do it for yourself. You're gonna do your birth date. I didn't put something in right. Now I should be able to go through. All right, bad. There we go. So then you'll put your birth date. You're gonna put whatever year you was born. So if you was born, you can do whatever, whichever year you was born. Then you'll put your street address in. What's this? It's one of my favorite ones to use, right? And then you'll just fill out this information. How long have you lived this address? You'll use I use my birth year and birth month. That's it. And then has your legal name changed? If your name didn't change, then leave it alone. I just put no. And if you use a victim, if this victim was in a military service or a veteran, then just click no. Then just leave it like that. But then we're gonna go to part 2, and I'm gonna show you exactly what to do for part 2. All right, then you're gonna get to section 3. It's gonna be like suspect information. So we don't really know about the person that did this. We can kind of skip over this. So you're just gonna put no. I'm telling y'all this stuff is easy, fast, and quick. Have you received a copy of your credit report? You're just gonna say yes. Where any fraudulent accounts, you can put yes or no. I usually put yeah, or you can just put yeah or no. Was any personal information wrong on the credit report? We're gonna leave this blank, right? Because we're not doing personal information. We're just doing inquiries. So now remember those inquiries from earlier. We're gonna go back and get those inquiries. You can only put 3 in this box, but don't worry because in the personal statement you can put all the inquiries in there. Once you put that in there, so I go back and just say I had that. Let's go back to the one that we had when we had that court furniture. So I'm gonna click this, and then when I get the court furniture, I'm gonna put it in there like this. And then what I do is I put the date. So then you'll grab the date, and then that's all you're gonna need. When you're doing inquiries, you're gonna put the date and inquiries. If you get a red box or anything like that, just backspace, erase it out so you don't mess it up like that. And you're gonna click add company. Like I said, you can add up to 3 in there. So then if it was, I'm gonna put another inquiry in there that was in there too. So you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna get the date. You're gonna get the inquiry name and the date. That's all you're gonna get. That's all you need. You don't need to put the bureau in there because once you do the CFPB complaint, then that's when you're gonna put the bureau in there. So then you go put add company right here, and then the next thing you're gonna grab all your inquiries that was on. We're gonna do it because you want to do bureau by bureau. So all the ones for Experian, we're gonna do all Experian first. Then we're gonna do all TransUnion first, and then we're gonna do all Equifax next. So it's gonna be Experian first, then it's gonna be TransUnion next, then we're gonna do Equifax next. So you're gonna create 3 different reports. You're gonna do this 3 different times. So you're gonna do this one report 3 different times, but you're gonna do it for each bureau. So then boom, you'll put that in there like that, and then you're gonna put the date. Like I said, all you need is the inquiry name and the date. You know which bureau it's gonna be on, so that's when you're gonna do your report for that bureau. So bam. Now you can only put 3 in there. That's just gonna max you out at 3. But you can put the top 3 in there or whatever. You can put the 3 that you got already in there. And it's have you requested. This is gonna be no. You're gonna leave this as no. You're gonna leave this as no. And then was your personal information exposed in the data breach? I usually hit yeah, and I just do Equifax and I do breach not listed. That's it. Have a creditor contact you about a credit account that wasn't yours. You can just leave that part blank. I mean, you can just leave it as no because we're not doing collections. We're just doing just inquiries only. So then we're just gonna hit continue. Now, when you get to here, this is the personal statement. This is where the bread and butter don't come in at, because now you got to put all that information up in there. You got to put all them inquiries. Sometimes if you got a lot of inquiries, this how I was able to erase 80 inquiries in just 4 days. Sometimes you just have to put strictly the inquiries on there, because then you're gonna put the actual statement in the CFPB. So if I had 100 inquiries, I'm just gonna put inquiry name, inquiry date, just like this. So I'm gonna do it just like this. So if I had all my inquiries, right, I'm gonna do just like this. So you can't copy and paste, but I'm gonna teach y'all, like, when you want to do the copy and paste, it's a whole method that you gotta do to be able to do copy and paste. So then you just put you just do capital one, and then you'll put the actual date in there. So then you'll put just say if it was 08, and then you'll do 19. You'll take the date that you got in there, just do 2025, right? And then you go do the next one. So then you got to put this comma right here because you need to separate it. So then you'll do Navy. You go put it in there exactly how it was spelled. So you do Navy Fed. You can do two, whatever the date was, two. You could do 03, or you could do 2/3, 2/03. However it show up, however the date is, you do 2025, right? And you're gonna keep going until you do all. After every inquiry name, you need to put the comma. All right, are you looking to make a couple extra $1,000 a month while fixing people credit? Look, I got an opportunity where I show you step by step on how to start and grow a credit repair company. All you have to do is text the word mentor to the number that's on screen, or click the link below in the description that say mentor me. And I'm gonna show you how you can start fixing your credit and start actually fixing other people's credit for you. This special is for everybody that's only on YouTube, that I'm going to go ahead and start teaching y'all so y'all can make some extra money, especially in this economy today that we need to be able to make some extra money. And while you're doing this, you could do this while you're helping other people. So look, text the word mentor to the number that's on screen, or actually click the link below that say mentor me, and I'm going to teach you today. Let's try it. So once you put the comma right there, you just do all your inquiries. But if you got to where you need to just put the, you only got a few inquiries you need to erase, I always do this. I have been a victim of identity theft and found some fraud inquiries that I did not authorize. I ain't the best speller sometimes when I be moving fast. And then here are the so you're gonna keep just telling them about identity theft, right? But you want to keep saying it, because it's gonna be like, okay, cool, this person was a victim of identity theft, right? Boom. You'll put the name, bam, you just start listing them. So you'll just do just like that. I've been a victim of identity theft and found some fraudulent inquiries that I did not authorize on my credit report. Here are the fraudulent inquiries that I found due to identity theft. So you basically just said the same thing back to back. So you just want to keep saying that, because like I said, these stuff go through a whole process, whole system, and people just don't delete it. So then you put that in there, then you see it say capital one, then you just start listing out your inquiries, and then that's it. You don't gotta put nothing at the end. You can just leave it just like how it is, and then you can just say on the last one, you just put the last one in there, and then you're gonna hit continue, and that's it. Once you hit continue, it's gonna come up like this, and then you're gonna have your now you got to get ready to print your identity theft report, your affidavit. So then you're gonna see this. Your FTC number is not gonna come up, because it only come up once you actually download the PDF. And then you're gonna see your name, you're gonna see all your information there, and then boom, once you see all your information there, you're not gonna see your personal statement before you print this out. You can't see the personal statement. So then you'll check the box, and then once you check the box, you're gonna click right here to finalize it, and then you're gonna do no thanks right here, and then you're gonna click submit without an account. You do not need an account to submit this stuff. And then once you do that, you're gonna click right here to download that report. Save that report and download it as a PDF, because we're gonna need that for the next step. So just make sure you save it and download that. All right, now we to the bread and butter. This is the last step that you're gonna have to do in here to be able to submit this complaint, to be able to get these inquiries moved from your credit report. Now, this should happen. The CFPB did get shut down, but now you should be pretty good because they back up and they kind of run. So they say most companies respond within 15 days. I'm gonna put all the links in the description below on everything you would need, so you can just do this step by step. So you ain't gotta overthink it or worry about nothing. So when you get here, just follow exactly what I do, and y'all gonna have success with this. So you're gonna get here to the CFPB. I submit a lot of complaints with them. I do a lot of stuff with them. Like you can do a lot. Like man, you can do a lot. Late payments, all type of stuff. You can complain about anything, collection charge offs, it don't matter. So then you'll get down here to this part where it says start a new complaint. You're gonna scroll down there, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna come right here to where it say put your first name, last name, email, phone number, and then you're gonna create a password. I'm not gonna click it because there's gonna be a large list of personal emails in there. Because a lot of people emails that I've been doing this stuff for a long time, and I don't want to click it. But once you get there, you're gonna create an account. Once you get in here and you create this account, once you put that information in there, or if you already do have an account, then you just click already got an account. So, you already submitted a complaint before, and then you already got an account. So you click right there. Once you click in there and you verify your email, what it's going to do is going to send you a code. It's going to be a numeric and then an alphabet code. You're going to need it's going to send you the first three letters, and then you're going to need them four numbers. I think it's four numbers, six numbers on the back end. And you're going to need them six numbers to verify the code. So just make sure you keep that open. Use the correct email that you always use. Use a good email that you always check. You want to make sure you got those. Once you get that, then you're going to be inside the system, and then you can start actually working on your dispute. And I'm going to take y'all step by step on what you have to do, because there's certain spots that you need to click on there to be able to get these inquiries off your credit report. So, all right, so now when you get to this section, you're going to get to a box that's going to say start a new complaint. When you get to that box that says start a new complaint, you're going to come to a screen like this. When you get to a screen like this, you got all these different things, but we're not going for nothing else. I'm going to show you exactly what you want to click. You just want to click credit reporting right here, and then you're going to do credit reporting again down there at the bottom. You're going to click next. All right. So now when you click next, you're going to come to this section right here, and then you make sure you want to read, right? So then all you're going to do is just put improper use of your credit report. Once you do that, you're going to click right here to say credit inquiries that you do not recognize. You're going to click that. Have you tried to fix this problem with this company? I always put yeah. Did you request any information from the company? You just put yeah. And then proof these. That's all you're going to put. Proof that these credit inquiries belong to me. Did the company provide this information? No. Basically, you basically gonna lie to them because you need to get this stuff off your credit report. Now, you remember that FTC report I told y'all to download? That same statement, you're going to put it right here. That's all you're going to do. You're going to put it right here. So then you're going to go grab that statement. Once you grab that statement, let me just grab it real quick for y'all. You're going to copy the personal statement section. That's what you're going to copy. And then once you copy the personal statement section that you got on there, you're just going to copy the whole thing like this. Bam. Once you copy this, you're going to paste it over here, and it's going to look just like that. Make sure you clean it up a little bit so it don't look all crazy. And then you just put like this. So what I do, so they can see exactly the inquiries that I need gone, I do them like this. So now this you can make long. You can kind of make this kind of long. So then you're just going to put this like this, right? You just put the name, the date inquiry, and you'll just go down and you just put as many inquiries that you got onto the CFPB inside of the what happened, describe what happened section. Once you get down here, and then you can also put once you get done listing all your inquiries, you can put them well, you can actually put it right here. I also attached my identity theft report as well. You're gonna put that too. And then you can put you can leave it just like that. You can say I will also attach my identity theft report as well. And then you can leave that section. And then once you get down here, you can just put remove these. So you do like this. I'm I'm not the best typer too, and it's like 5 in the morning right now. So I'm trying to do this for y'all so y'all can be able to get this updated version. Remove these fraudulent inquiries due to identity theft from my credit report. Now you can list your inquiries again where you want when they say the resolution that you want to happen. Now the same inquiries that you put there, you can do it just like this. You can copy those and then you can just paste them down here. Bam. Same thing. And then you can just put them down there like that, but you just tell them now you tell them what to do. You want to tell them to remove those actual inquiries from your credit report. Now that's going to help you because now you're giving them something to do. A lot of times when you're doing this, most people don't just give them nothing to do. So you want to kind of give them something to do. You want to tell them exactly what they need to do to be able to remove it. Now, right here in this section, I want you to attach a picture of your driver's license and utility bill and an identity theft report. So that's what you would do. So you'll come here and then you'll just grab your identity theft report. Now, if you did it one by one, what you can do, you could rename it. And then so say if this was you could put for TransUnion, you could put TransUnion in there. You can put Equifax. So you just want to make sure you know which one is which. Or you can take the last four, or you can write it down on a piece of paper because the last four is only digits that's gonna matter. You can put down as 7151 is the identity theft report for TransUnion or Equifax. You just want to make sure you put those in there the right way so you don't mess it up. So you don't send Equifax to TransUnion and TransUnion to Experian. So you just want to make sure you keep track of the numbers. These numbers right here is the FTC report numbers. That's going to be on the top right corner of your report. So you just want to make sure you do them and just keep track of those one by one. You'll take that and then you'll just do boom like that. And then make sure you attach the identity theft report, your license, and a utility bill with your current address on there because that's how they're going to verify who you are. You do not have to put your social security card on there. You don't have to do that. That's something that you don't have to do. So then after you do the complaint, you do everything, then you're going to click next. You don't have to click this box either. Don't click that box. I don't really care to click that box. So then you'll click next. And now when it asks you the company, so now this is where you report TransUnion, Equifax, or Experian. So now if I was doing TransUnion, I do TransUnion, right? And then you could do Internet Holdings. This is for TransUnion. This is the name that you'll look for TransUnion. If I was doing Experian, I do Experian. And then you could do Credit Bureau. You could leave it at Credit Bureau for Experian. And then Equifax. If you was doing Equifax, oops. That's what I do. You could do Equifax Credit Bureau. You can leave it right there. Select that. And then you're going to put your last four. That's why I say you don't have to put your social in there. So you'll just put, you'll just put your social. You're going to put your last four of your social. You're going to put your birth date. And then you're going to put your name as it appears on the credit report. So you're going to go back to your credit report. And then you're going to look in the personal information section. TransUnion going to have your name spelled out a certain way. Experian going to have your name spelled out a certain way. Equifax going to have your name spelled out a certain way. However your name is spelled, you need to put it exactly how it appears on the credit report. Do you want to complain about another company? You're going to push no. Once you click no, you're going to go to the fifth section to where they're going to ask for your identity and who you are. Listen to me. If this is your first time doing this, you're going to have to put your correct address onto the personal information section. That's all you have to do. You don't have to do nothing else but put your address on there, and then you can just kind of skip everything else. So you just want to make sure your address is correct because they're going to check when they send this over to the credit bureau if your address is the right, or if it's the right address or not. So you just want to make sure you put your address on there. Be sure to put your address on there. Hey, look, I started one of the greatest communities. Now, this community is going to be able to teach you how to start fixing your credit, how to build your credit, and start getting funding from the banks. All you have to do is text the word group to the number that's on screen or click the link below that says group below. Join the group. It's other people in there just like you, just like me, that was learning how to fix their credit, learn how to build their credit, and learn how to get funding from the bank so they could change their life. Look, all you have to do is text the word group to the number that's on screen or click the link below that says group down below in the description, and you can join today. Don't miss out. Lock in before you get locked out. That's trap. Step 5. When you get to step 5, what it's going to do is going to show you your name, a number, and it's going to show you your email address, whatever email address you may use. It doesn't matter. It's going to show you the information. And then from the bottom, it's going to show you your address. Then you're going to put your correct address in. And I'm not going to scroll down because my actual personal information to show up. But you're going to just put the address in. Do not put don't worry about all the things that say optional next to it. So if it got optional next to it, you're not really gonna worry about that. You can just skip past that, and then you're gonna click at the file. You're gonna click at the bottom. You're gonna click basically next and review, and then once you get to next and review, it's gonna bring up everything that you need to see on there, and then we're gonna be able to submit the actual report. Once you submit it, it's gonna give you a confirmation page that's gonna say your complaint ID number is such and such, such and such. Whatever you do, once you submit it, do not refresh. If you refresh, that complaint will not be sent. If you don't get an email saying that complaint was sent, that complaint is not sent. So you want to make sure that email gonna come to your box. Now it may take like a minute for it to pop up, or it may do it immediately, but never refresh it when you submit in the complaint. Now I can refresh this page right here all day, but once you get to the point where it's time to submit it, do not hit refresh. Because if it's in the middle of sending out the complaint and you hit refresh, you're not going to get that report out. People are not going to tell you that, but that's what happens. All right, like I told y'all, once you get past that section, you're going to get down here to basically review the complaint. So you're going to check over this, just make sure everything is sent out right. Boom. All right, credit report, credit report. Number 2, it's going to tell you what you did right here. For number 2, what you basically typed in. And then it's going to have number 3, step 3. So you don't want to click this box. I don't click this box. I'll just leave that box alone. Well, you can't click it now because it's just a section. If you wanted to, you got to go back and go to edit this section, but it's not going to pop up. So you can't click that box. So you're going to make sure all 3 of your attachments are attached. What are those? License, utility bill, some with your address on it, and then you're going to make sure the identity theft report is actually on there too. That's the only thing, 3 things you need, y'all, to get this stuff done. Click that, and then it's going to ask you about 4, and then you're just going to have all this information here. You make sure you check your credit bureaus, make sure all that's good. You're going to open up your social. You can click this eye right here, and it's going to break up your socials so you can start seeing your socials. And then it's going to ask you your personal information, all the people that was involved. It's going to be all your PI that's going to be right here. And then you're going to select these 2 boxes right here. Once you select the 2 boxes, this is the step I was telling y'all about. Once you hit submit a complaint, you can't add nothing else. See, you will not be able to add, attach documents, or edit this complaint after you submit it. So when you hit this, I'm going to get off of it because I want to accidentally hit it because everything I put in here is not my actual information. So once you hit this, it's going to go to a screen and it's going to say submit complaint. Do not refresh while this is going through this. Do not do it because then it's not going to go through. So then you got to redo the whole complaint all over. So just once you hit submit complaint, just let it do what it do. And then you're done from there. You don't got to go worry about nothing. I'm going to let the CFPB do their part. And then they're going to talk to the credit bureaus, and the complaint out to the credit bureaus. And then that's it. Then you're going to wait them 4 days. And it's usually like 4, depending on if you do it on the weekend, then you're going to have to wait to probably like that middle of the week, or it might do it. It just worked. Sometimes they work fast. I done seen it in like 2 days. But just be very careful when you do this. And then you're going to hit submit a complaint. And that's it. And then you can do your magic. You're going to wait. Make sure you do all 3 bureaus, bureau by bureau. Don't put all your inquiries on there. Just do it bureau by bureau. Do Equifax by themselves, do Experian by themselves, do TransUnion by themselves. Do not get lazy. Do the work because it's going to help you. It's really going to help you. And if you're doing funding for your clients, it's something that you want to do. So just making sure if you're doing business funding, it's something you want to do after every round you do business funding. But this is really going to help y'all. And I hope that y'all tap in with this and just make sure y'all come back to this video. Let me know how this worked for you. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, subscribe, and all that information too. Once you hit submit a complaint, then you're going to be pretty much good to go. All right. So now you're going to give it about 4 days. After 4 days, all the hard inquiries will fall off your credit report, and then you should be good to go. Don't overthink this stuff. Like I said, when y'all doing these methods, y'all got to actually just put in the work. You put in the work, you're going to be able to start getting the results that you want to get. So just be calm, just be patient. If you have to go back and you have to do it again for another one, then just go ahead and do it again. But it's a process. But sometimes they only remove so many at a time. But the most I've ever seen removed at one time that I've ever done was 80. So if you ain't got more than 80 inquiries on your credit report, and the reason that this person had 80 inquiries is because they had applied for a car. And when they applied for a car, they ended up getting a lot of hard inquiries on their credit report. So I'm going to try to show y'all this quick little video. So just pay attention to me real quick. But yeah, they ended up getting, they just tried to get a car and they kept getting denied. So they kept going to different credit bureaus. And then when they kept going to the different credit bureaus, what happened was they kept getting kicked back. And when they kept getting kicked back, and then it was like wasn't nothing happening and they weren't too happy. But I'm going to just show you something real quick. If y'all see right there, that's 80 hard inquiries that was removed from a profile right there. That's 80. Can't fake this, can't make this up. That's all 80 hard inquiries that was able to get removed from the credit report. Like I said, I'll show y'all how to do this type of stuff. So just make sure that y'all pay attention to what I'm showing y'all in here. And I was able to get 80 removed from somebody's credit report. So with that being said, if you would like for me and my team to be able to repair y'all credit for y'all, you can click the link below, and then you can click the first link. I think the link gonna be for you to be able to get my credit repair special, and it's only for everybody that's on YouTube. Nobody else outside of this will be able to get this special. So get this special and lock in so I can do the work for you. And then when I do the work for you, me and my team will do everything and get it done. Once you be able to get the work done for you, then you'll be able to start getting approved for house, car, credit cards, whatever it is. You ain't got to worry about the process. I can actually knock it out for you. I got all the disputes. I got all the methods, and I get it done pretty fast. So I just want to be able to help y'all too. And I'll offer that to y'all too as well on here on YouTube. Once you click the link, you purchase the service, and then you'll get put into the system. Then my team will reach out to you, and then we'll start adding you in there. Then we'll start doing everything for you, start working on all your disputes for you. So just tap in. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The link below for you to follow me on Instagram. If you see this video, just follow me. This video help you. Post me on your story, tag me in it, and I'm gonna reshare because I want to make sure that I tap in with everybody that actually tap in with me. And then just follow your boy and just tag, and then just follow the links below and get yourself together so you can start fixing your credit, and you can start having a better life and stop worrying about getting denied, biting your nails when you go get a car, and worry about, oh, I'm gonna get a higher interest rate and all that stuff. I'm gonna actually show y'all videos on how to get paid, how to actually get a car and all that stuff. And I'm gonna show y'all the best steps on everything. But y'all came to the right channel. Y'all know what y'all here for. So like I said, follow the steps in this video. Go back and watch this video again. And then you're going to be able to help yourself and help other people too as well. But don't forget to tap in, subscribe, like, share this inside your group chat, share this inside your family chat, motivational chat. I don't care where you share that. Just make sure you share it that you might be able to help somebody else. So I want to say thank y'all again, and tap in with your boy. It's Digital, and let's trap.